Greetings and welcome to my dear Aryan friends out there. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will. Now, an interesting thing happens in terms of relationship in this month of April 2023. This is an astrological forecast for that. Particularly, this is a screenshot from the 6th of April 2023, and this activates a very interesting thing. Now, with the Sun exalted in Aries, conjunct Jupiter, there's a mysterious way in which consciousness is blessed with Brahaspati or Jupiter or Guru's blessing. Okay, now these blessings are a bit diminished, but they will come in the form of really good health. I would imagine health and radiance in terms of your auric field, your body, and it will come also in the form of an opposition that is natural on full moon sequences of the moon in Libra, which is activating your seventh house. And it's going to bring in an interesting relationship here. We're talking about the type of relationship in which the Holy Mother and the Holy Father are celebrated, okay? And this also speaks wonders about a type of relationship in which there is an emotive or empathic quality that is waxing to fullness on the 6th of April. And it's going to have an effect all throughout April in terms of the longevity of this radiance. Once again, you will be blessed with a type of radiance with the Sun's exaltation that combusts Jupiter's energy and brings it to a type of normality. This is like sort of like an implosion effect, wherein the full moon will be affected in terms of this type of implosion. When an implosion occurs in terms of nuclear fission, okay, there are constant explosions of the sun, and then it pulls the sun pulls back those waves of energy, the prana of the sun, back into itself. So there is a self-regenerative and generative quality about who you are on an energetic level and how you express yourself. You become fully informed here, fully in a type of form. Okay. And this is a very spiritual energy. There is also a relationship that will help to balance you out in terms of this. You're going to be completely nurtured and also challenged by checking your mode of expression, making sure it's not too egoistic, let's say, or making sure your willpower is not manifesting the wrong things. I don't see any other aspects that are altering the sequence of the full moon. That's a good thing. And generally speaking, this will be a very healthy month for you, okay? Now, furthermore, I do see an activation of your 4th, 8th, and 12th houses in this triangulation here. The blue lines and the perfect triangle that is occurring here activates a sequence between Mars in Cancer, the South Node in Scorpio, and Saturn in Pisces. Now, what is the gift here? This is an auspicious thing. Firstly, it starts with your inner world, in which actions are designed to nurture or preserve your own sense of inclusiveness and your own sense of solidarity in your solitude, in your isolation. Will actually produce a very spiritual effect in which you can confront karmas. That's the South Node in Scorpio in the 8th house, and redirect those into the 12th. Now, you are being guided by the divine teacher of Saturn to essentially limit your sort of mystical projections, limit your spiritual path in such a way that it actually crystallizes and gives you a sense of closure and freedom, okay? There is a liberal quality to you that will be extremely nourished for the time being, either through shared wealth, sexual promiscuity that is borderline karmic, as well as sexual connections that are deeply resonating with some of the deeper aspects of yourself on a psychological level, that would release some sort of psychosomatic trauma, okay, of some sort. Healing is very much indicated in this time period, and there's a lot of nurturing going on for Aries. This also activates, this connection between Mars and Saturn activates the North Node in Taurus, therein there is a conjunction of Mercury in Taurus and the 3rd and 5th degrees of Taurus in your 2nd house, meaning that the sort of path of liberation that you are going through right now, the spiritual evolution and ascension that you are going through right now on a structural level, and in terms of your actions of going deeply within, are actually activating some very harmonious aspects when it comes to family resolutions, when it comes to your work, your reality, bringing forth a sense of clarity in terms of where your drive is, where your stamina is in terms of your work as well as your finances. So there's going to be blessings coming in from Saturn and Mars when it comes to this, okay? At the same time, if you haven't cleared out certain karmas, or if you're dealing with the wrong person in terms of sexual promiscuity, let's say, there could be some sort of opposition in which you would need to find a sense of self-security, a sense of independence, and also a sense of clarity of mind where your most immediate connections are, meaning that your family connections and your most immediate work connections will take precedence over anything that has to do with past life energies or karmic partners, okay? So the idea here is to work with that and also understand that there's a slow shift in Pluto's energy from your 10th and 11th houses, okay? 0 degrees Pluto between the cusp of Capricorn, where your MC is at, and also the 11th house. What does this mean? It means that Pluto will be squaring up an aspect here of an opposition between what you can desire, how your resources. There will be a challenge on a global level, okay, on a globalized level. That has to do with commerce, that has to do with collective ambitions, capitalism, all of that, that is shifting in a certain way and helping you to redefine your power structure, okay? When it comes to how you manifest, how you bring in stamina into your projects, and how you maintain that. Overall, I like this reading for you. I think there is a deep spiritual undertone here that is going to be quite supportive of gaining resources, of also seeking out a particular relationship that will affect you and support you, challenge you, and also raise you to glory in terms of your own radiance and gifts, okay? I do wish you well. Thank you, my dear Aries. Please take care. Bye-bye.